There are moments in history when the balance of power shifts, not with armies, not with speeches, but with a single act of courage so precise, so unexpected, that it cuts through arrogance like a blade. These moments rarely make it into official reports. They live instead in the quiet retellings of those who witnessed them, passed like a warning or a promise to the generations that follow. This story begins on the outskirts of an old military training base, a place where dust rose with every step and the clatter of drills echoed from dawn until long after dusk. Among the recruits was a young man named Aaron Halley, quiet, composed, unremarkable to the casual observer, yet carrying a discipline that seemed carved into his very posture. Aaron did not compete for attention. He did not complain, nor did he boast. In the world of uniformed men who often spoke loudly to hide their uncertainties, Aaron's silence made him appear invisible. But to those who paid attention, there was something unmistakably different about him, a steadiness, a confidence without swagger, an unspoken code that guided every movement. The instructors noticed it, the senior recruits felt it, and one man despised it. Captain Ravindresk, the officer assigned to conduct the seasonal battlefield inspection, was known as much for his temper as for his rank. Ravin was the type of leader who spoke of discipline while demonstrating none of it. He used his authority as a weapon, humiliating recruits, barking impossible orders, and rewarding loyalty not through merit but through fear. His uniform gleamed, his boots shone brighter than necessary, and every gesture he made was sharpened by pride. He expected deference, he demanded submission, and he received it until the morning he crossed paths with Aaron. The inspection day carried a tension of its own. The recruits stood in perfect formation, rifles aligned, boots anchored in the dust. The sun climbed steadily, heating the metal buttons on their uniforms. Captain Ravin walked down the line with deliberate slowness, letting his presence press down like a weight. When he reached Aaron, he paused. Perhaps it was the young man's calm gaze, or the lack of nervousness, or simply the fact that Aaron did not tremble like others did under scrutiny. Whatever the reason, something in Ravin flared an irritation seeking a target. "Step forward," Ravin ordered. Aaron obeyed. Ravin circled him like a wolf evaluating prey. "You think you are better than the others," he said, though Aaron had never once implied such a thing. "No, sir," Aaron answered, his voice controlled. Ravin smirked, the kind of smile meant to provoke. "Then you won't mind demonstrating your obedience." He pointed to the ground. "Drop your rifle. Kick it over to me." The order was wrong, plainly, openly corrupt. No soldier trained for combat would ever disrespect their weapon in such a way. The recruits knew it, the instructors knew it, and Ravin knew it. That was why he gave the command, not to test discipline, but to force submission. Aaron's hands tightened around the rifle. A low ripple of unease flowed down the line as everyone waited. Aaron did not drop his weapon. "Did you not hear me?" Ravin barked, stepping close enough that Aaron could feel the heat of his breath. Aaron spoke quietly, but his voice carried. "Sir, that order violates protocol." Silence fell instantly, the kind of silence that freezes an entire field. No one corrected a captain, and not unless they were eager to be broken. Ravin's lip curled. "Protocol," he repeated mockingly. "You dare to lecture me? Drop the weapon, now." Aaron's breath steadied, his shoulders remained square, and then he refused. That was the moment the confrontation ignited, the moment the thin thread between authority and integrity snapped. Ravin lunged forward, fury exploding without restraint. His hand shot out to grab Aaron's collar, intending to drag the recruit to the ground in front of everyone. But Aaron moved first. It happened too fast for the eye to follow. A sharp pivot, a controlled shift of weight, a single, precise deflection of the captain's arm. The crack of impact rang out, and not violent, not excessive, but clean, exact, and final. Ravin stumbled backward, his hand recoiling in shock. The force had not injured him, but it had frozen him, frozen the entire field. Dust hung unmoving in the air. The recruits stared as though witnessing something forbidden. Aaron stepped back into position, rifle at his side, posture undisturbed. In that suspended moment, the captain, known for his roar, said nothing. He had been silenced. The base held its breath, stunned. The instructors reacted first. Two stepped forward instinctively, unsure whether to restrain Aaron or steady the captain, but neither action was taken, because Ravin himself had not moved. His shock rendered him statuesque, a humiliation cooling his anger into something far more fragile, fear. Whispers rippled across the formation like wind through tall grass. The recruits had seen arrogance falter before, but never so swiftly, so publicly. In an environment built on hierarchy, the sight of a captain losing control before a single recruit shook the foundation of the entire base. A higher-ranking major, overseeing the inspection from a distance, now approached. Major Loran Bren was known for fairness, a rarity among officers. He stopped between the two men. "What happened here?" he asked quietly. Rovan opened his mouth, but no sound formed. Aaron answered instead, with unwavering clarity. "The captain issued an order that violated battlefield protocol, sir. I refused." He attempted to force compliance. "I neutralized the action with minimal force." The major studied Arena then Rovan. The truth sat plainly between them. "Is this accurate?" he asked the captain. Rovan's eyes darted away. The recruit had a broken bar, exaggerated a broken bar, yeah, but he had no defense. Every witness had seen the same thing. The major exhaled slowly, then he addressed the entire line. "In this space, rank grants responsibility, not immunity. A soldier who abuses authority weakens the unit more than any external threat. Discipline without integrity is corruption." Rovan flinched. Turning to Aaron, the major added, "And a soldier who maintains control under pressure, who uses skill to prevent escalation rather than provoke it. Such a soldier embodies the purpose of our code." The recruits absorbed every word. The field was silent. Rovan was dismissed from the inspection, ordered to report to Review Council. His boots thudded heavily as he walked away, the sound no longer commanding but hollow. Aaron returned to formation without a trace of pride or triumph. His face remained calm, his breathing steady. He had not acted to impress. He had acted because the code mattered, even when those above him forgot it. The moral became unmistakable. Power means nothing without principle, and skill means everything when guided by discipline. Years passed. Recruits who witnessed the moment completed their service, moved to distant posts, or rose through the ranks. Yet wherever they went, the story traveled with them. It was never logged in any official report. No document recorded the humiliation of Captain Rovan Dresk or the quiet defiance of recruit Aaron Hale. But within the barracks, during night watches, or over shared meals in training compounds, the tale would surface again and again. They called it the silent reversal of the moment a captain's roar was stopped by a single controlled motion. The instant arrogance fell before discipline. New recruits listened wide-eyed. Seasoned soldiers nodded knowingly. Officers referenced it when teaching the importance of restraint, control, and moral courage. Rovan himself never regained the authority he once wielded. His name became a caution, spoken softly. Aaron, on the other hand, advanced steadily, and not by ambition but by consistency. Those who served with him described him as the embodiment of a soldier's virtue, measured, skilled, unshakable. Many years later, in a rare interview for a military academy, Aaron was asked what he remembered most about the moment that had become legend. He answered with the same calm that defined him from the beginning. "Strength is not in the strike," he said. "It's in knowing when not to use it." Those words became part of academy doctrine he quoted, studied, repeated. And so the legend endured.